What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Chatting with the Cholo, where I will continue to be your heavily tattooed host, the Cholo. Today, we're going to be jumping back in time to pick up our Comprehending a Comprehensive History series with Chris Chan. So please, extend a finger to point and laugh alongside me, and I will see you guys in the video. But real quick, don't forget to become a loked out Cholo just like myself through my official channel memberships. All the cool kids are doing it. You probably should too. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, here we are with episode 27 of Comprehending a Comprehensive History. Let's give a big old fat shout out to Geno Samuel 2.1 for putting this 85-part series together. Go check out his channel, give him a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, show him some love, especially if you want to see these videos without all of my dumbass commentary. Go check out his channel. With all that being said, let's go ahead and buckle up and take this ride together. Here we go.
What made him this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan. On March 22nd, 2010, Christian uploaded a video onto YouTube concerning his dissatisfaction with a recent voice actor change in the cartoon series The Cleveland Show. This was posted around 36 hours after his proclamation to leave the internet.
Anyway, it's just been a bad day for me, you know, still suffering with lingering heartaches from what happened recently. And also, you know, another thought, you know, I just feel like sharing. You know, on the Cleveland Show, you know, I liked Nia Long a lot better as the voice of Roberta Tubbs. I don't give a damn about this Reagan Gomez, what's her name? Her voice is just too high pitched and just does not fit the character as best as Nia Long did. Seth and Seth MacFarlane and Mike Henry would do themselves a big favor by putting Nia Long back as the voice of Roberta. Anyway, it's just food for thought for today, so leave y'all with that.
On March 25th, Chris wrote a complaint directed at Sony, displeased with the recent optional downloadable Sonic the Hedgehog costume pack for customizing the appearance of Little Big Planet characters. He voiced his annoyance at not being able to make his own Sonichu and Rosechu costumes with the options with which he was provided. By this time, the sysop of the Wikipedia had regained control of the website, which was still in a state of disarray in the wake of the Asperpedia 4's spree of vandalism. Chris regained access to the site as well, and posted some comments condemning advertisements for a so-called Mao-approved Sonichu Issue 0, and
Guys, feel free to pause and read all these fucking messages, but Jesus Christ, they are awful.
began to occasionally go back to the site to revert some vandalized pages. On March 28th, frustrated with his virginity, Christian made a video denouncing the concept of abstinence.
Just a thought that I'd like to share with everybody. Abstinence, if you're just learning about it, abstinence is nothing but crap. It is a whole fucking bunch of baloney. In fact, if I had the opportunity, if I was in an assembly, I would stand right up in my chair and I would say, fuck abstinence! Shout right to the choir.
Oh, you dork.
Because if you got abstinence, then what you get? End up being an adult virgin, or even worse, a senior citizen virgin, and that is like a hell to most anybody.
Dude, the only reason you think it's such a hell or such a horrible fate is because you put such a value to sex. He'll never get that. It'll never make him happy because he's done that.
And you could tell him that I, Christian Weston Chandler, provoke you to say, fuck abstinence! Updates are to come on the Wikipedia soon. And do not buy any of the quote-unquote books anywhere on the internet. because I have not approved of any such books, and I'm not getting and I'm not seeing a penny out of that. So if there's anything that I'm not seeing a penny out of, books or DVDs, yeah, do not buy. Otherwise, with like, you know, dolls, toys, backpacks, that sort of small thing, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. I'll approve that.
Like, dude, fuck you. I'll buy whatever I want. I'll buy whatever knockoff bootleg bullshit I want. Shoot, I'm really into pocket knives and EDC gear. And there's a dumbass little pry bar. It's called the Notorious Beer Bomber. And it's just a little piece of titanium. It's about that big. It's a piece of pocket art. They're like $250. But I got a knockoff for like $39.99. Fucking score, baby, right? Fuck it. I'll take a knockoff all day. So fuck you, Chris.
Anyway, everybody else, have a good day.
As the month of March concluded, the webmaster of the Quickie still had not removed any information regarding the people in Christian's real life, as had been requested. On April 1st and 2nd, Chris retaliated by vandalizing some sections of the website, writing comments delegitimizing the site, and correcting any misconceptions that visitors of the site may have of him. His changes were quickly reverted after being archived. Around April 4th, Chris made a new account on the online dating website OkCupid, under the username Chris C. Sonichu. The earliest known version of his profile was very similar to his previous efforts at dating sites, though notably, he changed the minimum age for a sweetheart from 18 to 21. He wrote his self-summary both in English and in Spanish to the best of his abilities. Perhaps in an effort to appear more mature, he omitted any mention of his virginity and presented himself wearing a cap, sleeveless shirt, and denim vest, a drastically different outfit from his usual striped, colorful attire.
My God, look at that denim vest, baby. Style.
He also listed a personals ad on The Hook Cafe under the nickname Direct to Sex. On this profile, Chris seemingly gave up on his dream to find true love, instead seeking a purely physical encounter.
Direct
I am an
sex.
honest, compassionate
Jesus.
gentleman with a good sense of humor. I am looking for good times with a woman. I'm not getting any younger. I would like a 21 to 28-year-old woman with a pretty face, a sexy slim to average body, and an honest and compassionate personality. Show me your honest and sweet interest and love, and I'll show you a good time. Hit me up with an email with your photo and digits, and I will respond quickly in suit. Smokers, overweights, blacks, and liars need not apply. His new dating profiles.
Smokers, overweights, blacks, and liars need not apply. Okay, I get the smokers one. You don't want to date someone who's overweight as if you yourself aren't overweight with bitch tits. As far as dating a black girl goes, kind of makes me want to punch you in your mouth. Mrs. Cholo is very clearly a woman of color. But if you don't want to date a black girl, that's your preference. That's your right. And then also, liars need not apply as if you yourself aren't one of the biggest liars on the internet, you fat titty bitch.
Overweights, blacks, and liars need not apply. His new dating profiles were quickly found by trolls. And on April 5th, Chris was contacted by Hook Cafe user Jackie Romy, whose profile strongly coincided with Christian's preferences for a partner. This was yet another persona created by the private villa of corrupted citizens.
This is the part of the video where I want to say a very special shout out and give a giant thank you to my channel members, Pink Panda, Acetone, and Christian EC. Your guys' support is more than noticed and appreciated. Thank you guys again. Let's get back to the video.
Jackie sent him an email asking about video games and also commented that he was cute. Chris excitedly responded, listing all his favorite video games to play, and suggested that they should meet up in person as soon as possible for a chance for Jackie to play with him in addition to his games. A day later, taking into account Jackie's sexual career, he asked her if she had been recently checked for sexually transmitted diseases. She answered, revealing that she had been with only 6 men and was free of STDs. When asked, Christian confessed that he was a virgin and also happened to be STD-free. Despite his inexperience, he claimed that he was confident in his abilities after watching a considerable amount of porn. In his next exchange, he detailed in great length his schooling history, internet fame, disclosed the Wikipedia to her, and explained his woes concerning Michael Snyder, manager of the game place, stating that he was banned from the establishment largely because Snyder did not allow Christian to connect his Nintendo Wii to the free-to-use TV set. He mentioned that he was feeling confident and would soon go to the game and hobby store to try and settle the matter with the manager once and for all. On April 9th, Christian's listing on the Hook Cafe was removed by moderators, possibly as a result of the many troll accounts that were created in order to message him. Jackie encouraged Christian to take a camera with him when he went to confront Snyder at the game place, claiming that it would offer security in case the manager lied about his account of the events. When in truth, Chris was told this because the PVCC knew this would result in an entertaining video for the trolls' amusement.
Hell yeah.
On April 11th, he informed her that he went to the game and hobby store after church, breaking the law by trespassing. But after an employee informed Chris that Snyder wasn't present and threatened to call the police, Christian left the premises. He promised to return the following day, knowing that the manager would be there. He also made plans with Jackie for a date, revealing that he hoped their encounter would swiftly lead to something special. On April 12th, Christian returned to the game place, recording the audio of the event with a concealed camera on his person.
4:34 p.m., Monday, April 12th, 2010. I am about to go into the game, comic, and hobby place, also sell toys there, to try to get myself unbanned and get forgiveness for the mistake I had made almost a year ago when I was banned from the store in June of 2008. The dude who banned me his name is Michael Snyder, possibly a Jew considering the last name. Nothing bad against the Jews, but I'm just throwing it out there. Alright, so here I go.
Why are you even throwing it out there? What? I don't understand why he thought he needed to point that out there.
Hello, I'm here to see Michael.
Chris encounters Snyder, who is in the middle of fixing a remote control car while talking with someone. Chris waits until he finishes.
Hello, Michael. I see you're looking well. Haven't changed much since for the past almost 2 years. And yeah, it has been almost 2 years since what happened June 2008. But I came back hoping that we could put that behind us and come on. I mean, it has been almost 2 years and it's just been on my mind for so long. Just be can't we just forgive or forget? Come on, to have this weight on my back.
No.
And I have really missed coming here.
No. You need to leave now.
I'm a better person.
You need to leave now.
Come on, dude.
No. You need to leave now.
How can you be so heartless? I mean, you're obviously not as mean as one of those trolls I've been dealing
You
with.
need to leave now.
I mean, come on. I mean, obviously you had something against me, aside from the Wii incident. I just would like to know what. Come on. Give me a
Are you
break.
serious?
Alright, fine, I'll leave. But I hope that God will forgive you for being so heartless and cruel, Michael Snyder. You.
During the
Dude, Chris, anybody in the comments want to argue with me about Chris being a fucking racist? Fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Dude, I don't even know what to say to that. He walks a Jew. This dude was so clearly a product of his time.
confrontation, Snyder called the police, but they arrived after Christian had departed. Later that day, Christian uploaded the video on YouTube, urging his followers in the video description to troll and harass Michael Snyder. Snyder himself left 2 comments on the aforementioned video, stating that the officers told him that he had no recourse for pressing charges against Chris's trespassing and inciting mass harassment. Instead of the slew of provocation encouraged by Chris, Snyder was greeted by a great number of calls of support and congratulations for his display of level-headed authority.
Hell yeah.
Soon after, Vivian G uploaded a YouTube video she made in the style of cartoon series South Park, utilizing the audio of Christian and Snyder's conversation to depict the scene visually. Christian later came upon this video and commented that he greatly enjoyed it. However, he stated that on his way out of the game place, he showed Snyder his middle finger and requested that Vivian change her video to reflect that. The following day, he posted a text image on the Wikipedia, which stated that Snyder was cruel and heartless, gave away his personal contact information, and encouraged his fans to contact him in order to convince him to forgive Christian. In the meantime, Jackie and Chris continued to email each other. She stated that she was angered by Christian's childish conduct at the game place and also expressed concern over his excessive free time, encouraging him to work harder at getting Sonichu published or learning how to play the guitar. In addition, Jackie asked him to make a video showcasing his alleged sexual prowess, with Chris likening his performance style of cunnilingus to the act of licking an ice cream cone.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Oh.
On April
No.
16th,
Gross.
Chris arrived at Charlottesville Fashion Square half an hour
Ew.
early for his and Jackie's date. She never showed up, and later told him in an email that according to her account of events, she was the one waiting for Chris who never showed up. They remained optimistic about meeting up again sometime in the future, though Jackie was growing doubtful about his willingness to seek employment and further pestered him about making a video demonstrating his oral sex capabilities for her. Chris declined making the video, citing the numerous times in his past when upon sending intimate videos and photos to online girlfriends, they would soon leak onto the internet. He instead asked her to explore the quickie, prefacing that even though the narrative tone of the website was insulting and demeaning, there was truth to the content presented there. Jackie came back, reporting on what she had discovered. She expressed grave concern over his treatment of past sweethearts, saying that he moved on from one to the other incredibly quickly, even when some have apparently died, referring to Panda Halo. She also accused him of lying when he declared that he never cheated on Ivy, forgetting about his so-called affair with Vanessa Hudgens. She demanded evidence for his commitment to her. On April 19th, Chris finally conceded and made a video titled "For JR Eyes Only," which showed how he would pleasure Jackie and shared it privately, only with her.
Yeah, let me apologize for, that thing. For even leading you to the quick key. I just wanted to let you know about, what happened to me before. I just felt concerned about that. And then with that, reading what you read on Ivy's page, yeah, I was wrong. I forgot one detail of that detail. Yeah, it was supposedly I was talking to this Vanessa Hudgens, who was like coming on to me really well online, and I held in with my self-restraint as best as I could for a long time. And then she just kind of talked me into it a little bit. Ignore that. Anyway, I did make a video apologizing to Ivy for that. At least, I could man up and admit when I made such a mistake as that. And that was in the past. And I'm sorry, I did not mean to lie to you, I swear. I just forgot that one detail. Anyway, as for that, the quote-unquote Vanessa Hudgens, in reality this Spanish dude I know, Joshua Martinez. Yeah, he was pretending to be Vanessa that whole time, and it ticks me off, that guy. Nurse, that's another story for another day, though. Anyway, with that put aside, I'm gonna show you some ways on how I can pleasure you orally. Okay?
No.
Yeah, I got a few ideas. I would definitely give you some finger play. Lots of fingers. But yeah, I could be like. You lick your pretty little click there. Tickle your pussy. Oh, and here's the fun part. I can roll my tongue. I put it in there and extend it while it's in there. Can you imagine that? I got other ideas as well, but I just can't think of them right now. But hopefully that's not good enough for starters. And
I am so sorry. I did not mean to subject you guys to that. Holy shit. If you guys need counseling, it's on me. I didn't know that was coming, and I am so fucking sorry, you guys. You guys are the greatest audience in the world, and I hope you stick with me. But my God, I would not blame you if you ditched me after seeing that. That was horrible. It was awful. I'll never forget it.
to make up for that. And yeah, I have been under confusion for a little while, but seriously, Ivy, I really do want you. I want you. And I do love you, and I care about you. And I pray that this video does not fall into the hands of the trolls. And also, another thing to make up for this, I'll review another thing about myself. I actually do have a bit of a belly, but also with that, man boobs.
We can see your face and tell that you're fat, bro. Like, it's not a secret. You're not hiding it, not in the least bit.
I'm telling you this in strictest confidence that you will not laugh at me. But while I walk, they do bounce, so I have to, so I wear a sports bra. Works very good, keeps them from bouncing.
Dude, I totally forgot that he convinced Barb to buy him one of those. I totally forgot. Oh my god, that's funny. G's and crackers, dudes. G's and crackers. Jiminy Christmas.
Okay, I'm a 42 bust. Alright, well, hopefully we can move on and resume our relationship with emotions, or otherwise restart it.
I don't really see a whole lot of women that come across as thinking they want a man that wears a bra to protect them and keep them safe and, provide, and I just don't see that happening.
I love you, Jackie. Love you.
Dude,
Talk
stop
to you
it.
later. Meet up soon.
Upon
Knock it
watching it, she angrily confronted Chris because he accidentally called her Ivy, trying to make him confess that he didn't truly love her. Chris told her that he regretted informing her about the quickie and his internet business, and suggested that they should go their separate ways, as the relationship was turning out to be less than ideal for him. Jackie wrote that she was above all most mad at him for his laziness, unwillingness to improve himself, and his disregard for the women in his life.
Hey guys, real quick, if you're not following me over on Instagram, what the fuck is your problem? Go follow me on Instagram. Back to the video.
Nevertheless, she decided that she was still open for the possibility of a relationship if he started behaving like a man. Christian decided that it would be best if they ended the discussion, coming to the conclusion that he never truly loved her. Jackie accused him of only being after sex, and even so, highlighted the fact that when she was hinting at getting physically involved, Chris ultimately put in more effort in playing video games rather than responding to her advances. He accused her of branding him asexual. "You do not know me, woman! I love women over video games. I cannot help my social problems from my autism, or that I am one who misinterprets social cues, am sometimes unable to predict or understand the outcoming emotions or reactions to my actions. I can't help my own mental problems that sometimes misguide me. Ugh. Send your complaints to your letters to the editor section." This was the end of Chris and Jackie's exchanges for the time being. Jackie soon uploaded their email correspondences and his oral demonstration video onto the quickie. At the same time, a troll who went by the name Sydney Kirch began contacting Chris via email, allegedly mistaking him for another Chris she had met at the game place. After a few email exchanges, they shared pictures of each other and both expressed interest in meeting up sometime in the future. To describe himself to her, he copied and pasted his profile from OkCupid. Sydney likewise offered up her own biography to him. After failing to receive any email replies from Chris, she decided to call him.
Hey, is this Christian Weston Chandler?
Yeah, is this Sydney?
It's Sydney. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I finally get to speak to you. I'm so happy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, I have received your emails, and upon my recollection, I don't recall talking to you through email before you first sent me the email recently, so I am uncertain about things. So forgive me for being skeptical.
Oh no, that's okay. Do you remember?
No.
I
No,
went to the game
I don't.
place. I mistook you for someone else.
Yeah.
Look, anyway, hey, look, you sent me a picture. I really liked your picture. You were very, very handsome. Have you ever been told that?
Yeah, I haven't told that.
By
Thank
his
you for the
mom.
compliment.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
When I say by his mom, that has such dark undertones. Ew.
Yeah, let me ask you, how old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so at this point, you want to hook up with me or something?
Yeah, I would really like that.
And possibly
I
start
would.
a potential relationship.
I would. Wow, I tell you what, if you would date me, that would be really, really impressive. You're a very attractive man, and I'm really nothing special, so.
Around this time, dismayed by the lack of a sweetheart, Chris decided to advertise himself as a male escort under the alias Carlos Chantor.
Jesus
He tried to
Christ.
apply to Charlottesville's Naughty and Nice escort service, but was rejected. He then printed out and discreetly passed around cards advertising himself. How exactly he went about this is unclear. He also created a profile page on escorts.com under the Carlos Chantor name. Experience for her pleasure. Hey ladies, I am a cool dude to hang with, and I can make you feel good emotionally and show you a fun time. I enjoy a lot of things. I'll let you know when it's going too far. Give me a call to hook up. 434 area code only. Available as an accommodating male, master/slave, model, masseuse, stripper/dancer, escort. He failed to receive any messages, and his scheme ultimately failed. On April 23rd, Christian uploaded an unusual video in which he confidently displays his sports bra in honor of Autism Awareness Month.
What is autism? Autism is a disorder of neural development characterized by impaired social interaction and communication, and by restricted and repetitive behavior. These signs all begin before a child is 3 years old. Autism affects information processing in the brain by altering how nerve cells and their synapses connect and organize. How this concern is not well understood. And by the way, I got the information I printed out here from autismspeaks.org and the Wikipedia page for autism.
Christian reads out in length the Wikipedia entry for autism.
Although children with autism usually appear physically normal, odd repetitive motions may set them apart from other children. Some children and other individuals repeatedly flap their arms or walk on their toes. Some suddenly freeze in position. As children, individuals with autism might spend hours lining up their cars and trains in a certain way, rather than using them for pretend play. If someone moves one of the toys, the children may be tremendously upset. Many children with autism need and demand absolute consistency in their environment. A slight change in routine, such as meal times, dressing, take a bath, and going to school at a certain time or by the same route, can be extremely stressful, unless the child has made apparent that the change is okay and acceptable. Repetitive behavior sometimes takes a form of a persistent, intense preoccupation. These strong interests may be unusual because of their content or because of the intensity of the interest. Treatment for autism is a very intensive, comprehensive undertaking that involves the child's entire family and a team of professionals. Some programs may take place in the child's home with professionals and trained therapists, and may include parental training for the child under supervision of a professional. Some programs are delivered in a specialized center, classrooms, or preschool. But as for me though, I highly recommend mainstreaming. Let them go through normal life. I mean, yeah, give them a special treatment while they're young, but when you get them in elementary or middle school or high school, mainstream is the way to go. Make sure you find yourself a good social teacher to teach them how to cope. And as you may have noticed, I am standing here today topless, as you might say. I do this in defense and in protest because every time I see a male individual who goes around, runs around, or exercises shirtless, it is very offensive to me, and I do not appreciate that. And I'm sure that it is offensive to a lot of other people as well. I'm topless, as you might say. I do this in defense and in protest because every time I see a male individual who goes around, runs around, or exercises shirtless, it is very offensive to me, and I do not appreciate that. And I'm sure that it is offensive to a lot of other people as well. As a matter of fact, if I could, I would say that I would make a law that would require all male individuals to wear a sports bra while they are out exercising or working if they insist on being shirtless.
That's stupid.
Come on, dudes, get with the program. Nobody wants to see these nips, and things are better left a mystery.
Just because you need a bra doesn't mean the rest of us do.
I leave you all with that, and you have yourselves a pleasant and safe day.
In celebration of Autism Awareness Month, an advertisement stating that high-functioning autism and Asperger's syndrome were the same condition appeared on the Wikipedia. Christian promptly replaced it with his own version, clearly stating that Asperger's is completely unrelated to autism. Trolls then conceived the character Lori, who was a supposed volunteer worker, well experienced with autism, who happened to happen upon Chris's misguided anti-Asperger's ads on his website. She emailed him attempting to clarify that the medical distinction between high-functioning autism and Asperger's would soon be officially removed, and they would both be declared as mild forms of autism. Chris emailed her back in anger. I disagree, and I personally do not care for Asperger's at all. People think Asperger's should steal the reputation that autism has earned over the number of years. I think not. Do not get me started with Asperger's.
What reputation has autism earned? That they're autistic? What the fuck is he talking about?
Is my second least favorite word ever, the first being naive. And I do not give a crap about what scientists may or may not have found there either. In my view, Asperger's is not autism. He continued to defend his controversial stance. For your information, the fact of Asperger's being different from autism and of it trying to steal the light is of my own idea. I will never conform to such a blasphemous link of any kind between the two, and I am certainly not going to change the image's text. Those with Asperger's are welcome to find their own cure. Just denounce any so-called links between it and autism, or never bring it up around me ever again. Lori requested to speak with his caretaker, but Christian stated that he had never had one, nor did he have a need for one, citing his achievements in school as proof. Lori expressed concern over his hatred of those with Asperger's syndrome, but ultimately could not come to a resolve as he stopped replying to her. On April 24th, Cogsdev deleted numerous Sonichu pages from the Wikipedia, apparently due to copyright infringement. She subsequently updated the blog, taking on the role of Christian. I deeply apologize for the few updates. My PC has been on having some virus issues, and I currently cannot log into my account. However, I have completed issue 11, and I hope y'all are looking forward to the reboot on issue 12 that will come very shortly. Thank y'all for your patience. After a lack of new pages of issue 11, the sysop of the Wikipedia uploaded an entirely troll-created Sonichu issue 11, copying Chris's hand-drawn style and continuing the dark tone established in issue 10. The story mostly concerned the brutal deaths of most of the main characters. 2 days later, Chris discovered the new Sonichu issue on his site and replaced the pages with a message stating that the book was yet to be completed, singling out lack of inspiration for his failure to update the comic. He further attempted to convince his fans in a blog post that the comic was clearly not his doing, since the drawing style was not his own, and that none of the Sonichu children were dead. On April 28th, Christian made a post on GameFAQs.com concerning the soon-to-be-released PlayStation 3 game Mod Nation Racers, a kart racing game focusing on user customization. He misunderstood the marketing of the game on various websites, thinking that the random mystery packs were predetermined if purchased from certain sources. He signed his post with a link to the Wikipedia. On May 1st, 2010, Sydney called Chris again, but little did she know, Chris was learning how to spot troll attempts.
Hey Chris, it's Sydney. Hey, how you going?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Listen, I know about you and your little game. I've read the troll forum. You're actually in Australia. You cannot fool me anymore. Goodbye.
Yeah, I am Australian.
With the loss of a future with Jackie, Chris was once again free to search for a partner. Since the Hook Cafe was likely off limits for him, he drastically modified his OkCupid profile, emphasizing the importance he placed on having sex as soon as possible. In his list of 6 things he could never do without, he listed 8 things, 3 of which were sex. You should message me if you can meet me in person within 2 days of first communication, and that you are able to call me and accept calls from me, as well as if you are A, 21 to 28 years old, B, not black, no personal offense, C, not a smoker, D, honest, compassionate, and pretty, E, no taller than 5 foot 10 inches, F, single, G, reside in or around Charlottesville or Ruckersville, Virginia, and H, you'd like to get to know me better in person, share a pleasant conversation, etc., and if you are cool with getting to the bedroom as quickly as right after the first date. On May 3rd, Panda Halo sent a surprise email to Chris, letting him know that she still cared for and worried about him. She directed him to a page on the Quickie, which allegedly showed how Clyde Cash and his buddies installed a mod chip on Christian's PlayStation 3's Wi-Fi antenna, which had been transmitting personal data to the trolls for years. Believing the info presented to him, Chris took it upon himself to deal with the issue. The so-called mod chip was in fact merely the Wi-Fi antenna, and by removing it, Chris believed that it prevented the trolls from hacking into his PS3 account and collecting personal data. He proudly showcased the alleged bug he removed in a video uploaded on May 5th.
Hey, yo, Joe, you got nothing going on for you, because you know what? I removed it. The Wi-Fi antenna. It gone. You ain't getting my PS3 anymore. You bunch of dumbasses. And yeah, I do spend a bit of dough on my grill. But you know what? I'm no different from y'all. Because I like to pimp a ride.
What?
I'm out. Peace.
After realizing that the antenna was not a bug at all, he informed the rest of the trolls by pretending to be a troll himself who was staying across the street from Christian's house, creating a new account on the Quickie under the username Jenkins Jinkies. On May 8th, Christian attended an extreme action sports event at John Paul Jones Arena after winning 4 free tickets in a phone-in contest on the radio. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find any willing person to go with him, so he ended up selling the 3 extra tickets and went to the event by himself. He was seated next to an affectionate couple, which only increased his sense of loneliness and sent him into a depressed state. After returning home, he made a video explaining his belief that the people of Greene County have been conspiring against him since the early 1990s.
I send this message to all the people that were of the Greene County School Board and such during the 1990s, because threatening to put me in a mental institution, that was pretty much why we had to run away and move to Chesterfield County. And I had a better life over there. I had so many friends over there in high school, and I was just sad to leave when I had graduated, because I had to leave all my friends. I had the good life, but we were forced to move back here. You people of Greene County, you could not have left me and my family alone. You had to go and pay off the realtors just so this house here could not have been sold. Because if it had been sold, we would have been able to stay in Chesterfield County. And I would have had a happier life over there than right now, than how I'm feeling. Because we were forced to move back here because of you goddamn people who were afraid of autistic individuals. You individuals would know who you are.
There's no way he believes all this shit, is there? Not only is he autistic and mentally disabled, he's fucking crazy.
I wish my family and I did not have to move back here. I wish we could have stayed in Chesterfield County, because I had the better life there. And we were doing well, but you had to drag us down. You had to make us unable to sell our house here. You had to force my family to move back here. Well, I was okay, and I have a couple of friends, and I'm better off with stuff. That stuff is no good if I don't have many friends to share it with. It all just went downhill. I bet even Greene County had something to do with influencing that goddamn Michael Snyder to seek any recourse or anything like that to make him pretend to have a reason to kick me out, quote unquote, scaring his customers away.
That's a more than viable reason to kick you out.
Goddamn greedy Snyder. bet they just for county, I would have been a whole lot better off. I wish you would have let us sell our house here. We could have stayed there. I wish we did not have to move back I wish we did not have to move back here nearly 10 years ago. Laugh all you want, trolls. Because I don't give a damn.
I bet you do.
You're all just immature, naive, condescending, soulless monsters. You don't care about others. You only care about yourselves.
And
you only care about getting your own laughs and kicks.
It's kind of crazy that one of the most selfish people that you'll ever see on the internet is telling other people that they're selfish and self-centered and just wow.
Because you don't have your own social life. You threatened me from trying to seek one of my own by scaring me on the internet and whatnot.
What?
And Klein Clyde Cash, you can all go to hell. And all the people that were on the Greene County School Board during the 1990s and that forced us to have to move back here, sit and spin. Hell.
Sit and spin, baby.
And Michael Snyder, I hope you go to hell too. And for everybody else, peace.
Michael Snyder himself left a YouTube comment for the video. When I go to hell, I will hold the door open for you, if not too busy giving tours. I can't believe I've spent all these years conspiring to make your life more miserable than your fossilized parents could ever dream of. Oh wait, I wasn't doing that. I've been too busy living my own life. I remember you as a child creeping out all the other Pokemon kids, including my own, because even 10 years ago, you were an angry, unsportsmanlike punk. Signed, that goddamn Michael Snyder. With his recent outburst,
that is a top tier comment if I have ever heard one. Good shit, Michael. Good shit.
Concerning his mistreatment in Greene County, the falsified Sonichu issue, and his stubborn stance against Asperger's syndrome, it appeared that Chris was desperately trying to cling to his version of reality in order to escape the depressing truth that he was still a virgin with a desperate desire for a mate. And since he no longer fled into his comics for comfort, he had to learn how to fend for himself in a world not his own.
What an episode. Holy shit. If you guys are still here at the end of this video, thank you so very much. If you're new around here, thank you for taking the time to check out the channel and my videos. If you are one of my OGs, you guys already know how I feel about each and every one of you bitches out there. I fucking love you guys. And with that, don't forget to become a Lockout Cholo just like myself through my official channel memberships. All the cool kids are doing it. You probably should too. With that, see you guys in the next video.